Yo, what's up? Felix New here, author of a book on happiness and wisdom on Beat Spreader. On this channel, you're going to find mostly music videos, but also you're going to find a lot more of these random me talking to the camera type videos because I have a lot of knowledge that I've acquired over the years and I always share it with my friends, I share it with the people that I know. So I think I should be sharing it with the wider world as well. I shouldn't just hold on to it. By all means, if you have any knowledge you feel you've got in you that the world could benefit from, please go ahead and share it and do your part to raise the vibe of the world. So today I wanted to talk about fasting. I'm not going to be bringing you all the scientific benefits of fasting. I'm sure you've heard a lot about it. Intermittent fasting, all these kind of buzzwords. I'm just going to tell you about my experience with fasting, what's worked for me and what the experience has been like. And then you can take from it what you want and you can leave whatever you want as well. So overall, I got to say that fasting has changed my life. When I talk about fasting, it doesn't just mean not eating from sun up till sundown or whatever. Like, it can mean a whole different thing. Like, what I did is I did 2 meals a day at first. So I didn't eat until, let's say, 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock. Then I had a big ass meal. And then I didn't eat again until like 8 o'clock or something. So it's not like I went without fasting at all, like without eating at all for 24 hours or something. I just basically restricted because before, especially in my gymming days, I would be eating like every 2-3 hours, probably every 3 hours, like a high protein meal, bam, 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 bam. And I know guys who set timers on their phone to get to know when to intake their protein, and maybe you're one of them, and like, I'm not taking a stab at you, but this is just a different way of doing it. And I've never lost so much kind of fat and built up so much lean muscle mass in my life as in this time. I've always had, I'm not gonna take this off right now, but I've always had a little bit of kind of abdomen fat, like quite a bit, that I've never been able to get rid of, and it's not fully completely gone, but I'm the leanest I've ever been, you know? I'm the leanest, I feel fresh, I feel healthy. But I started in about March time, and now it's October. So 7 months or so of pretty much fasting every day. And one thing that it does, it makes you so much more grateful for, like, when you do eat. Like, that's something I'm gonna say. It was really hard at first. I genuinely felt I was gonna collapse sometimes because my body, basically your body produces a certain type of, I think it's a hormone when you usually eat, right? So that then you start to feel that coming up, and it just feels very, very wrong if you're not eating at this time. So you need to reprogram your mind, you need to reprogram your body, mostly your body, to eat at different times, and that's really hard. Like, I was never a kid that could function without eating breakfast. Like, if I didn't eat breakfast, I was just like, man, I can't even think. Like, don't talk to me. I'm not in a good mood until I get my food, until I eat something. But that has changed. Like, literally the last 24 hours, I just had a big ass dinner. But before that, I was fasting for 24 hours. Like, I don't think I've done that ever for a while, unless it was like an extreme circumstance. But yeah, today just happened to be that way. But before that, I was doing the more moderate thing, 12 o'clock, 8 o'clock, bam. And as I said, like, it's been really good for my kind of physical shape, but also mental clarity, because if your stomach is empty, blood can go to the brain, you know, and you can start to use that power to think instead of digesting. And there's a lot of science that says that the body rejuvenates in this time when it's not constantly tasked with digesting food, but it can then actually go into repair mode and start to rejuvenate cells and regenerate itself. So that's pretty much all I have to say in terms of that. Like, it's been a crazy experience. Like, it's honestly changed my life because now I can go a long time without eating, and like, I still feel good. I'm a lot more driven in the time because you get hungry. You're like a beast, you know. Like, you don't want to mess with me when I'm on my fasting and I haven't eaten for some time. Like, just before I usually eat, which is like, I don't know, like half an hour before 12 o'clock, I get a little bit weak because I know the time, like 12 o'clock's coming up and I'm going to be eating. Like, my body knows it doesn't need to keep fighting. But before that, like I'm just like a wild tiger, you know, out for its prey. Like you can see it in my eyes as well when I'm fasting. I'm just like a different person. I'm not so soft, I'm not so whiny, I'm not so like, I'm just like, nah, let's buckle up, let's get this done, you know, let's do this, let's live. It's not necessarily a religious thing for me, but it's just, I just feel a lot more in tune with myself and my spirit, my soul. When I'm fasting, I'm much lighter, and I feel like it gives room for that. I feel like it makes room for that. So it's no wonder why people have been fasting for thousands and thousands of years, and it's often associated with religious practices, because it is a time where you find to yourself more than if you're always stuffing your face. So if you're new to fasting, maybe this is something you want to check out. There's a lot of stuff online. You can check out terms like intermittent fasting, 2 meals a day. Just do your own research and find out. But I just wanted to spread this with you in case you don't know about it, in case you want to know some more about it, in case you want to know my take on it. If you need any advice on like diet and how to make this work so you get enough calories when you're eating 2 meals a day, or you know, how you can incorporate some cheat days, some cheat meals, let me know, and I'll be happy to maybe make another video. As I said in my last video, I'm not really checking comments very much because I'm just out here living, you know. I just want to keep spreading wisdom, and I love to engage with you as well. So send me a message on social media like Instagram or something, and maybe I will see your comment and I'll reply, but just don't rely on it. And I still love you either way. So lots of love your way. Give fasting a try. It's supposed to heal a lot of health. It's supposed to have a lot of health benefits and heal a lot of diseases. So check it out. If you're at a crossroad where things are not working for your health, maybe fasting is the cure. I definitely know I've never felt in a better shape physically, mentally, and just health-wise. Like, I went through hard times of illness, right? So like I know what it's like to not be at my best health. So fasting has really leveled up my health game, and yeah, you should try it. Right, so have a good day. Much love your way, Felix New. Peace out.
Dancing to the rhythm of my drum, cause now I see there's so many things that life presented right in front of me. Thankful for the food and the water. I don't need the pool in Gibraltar. Thankful for my taste and my eyesight. 20/20 vision, I ain't talking about the hindsight.